First, just to make sure we're all on the same page, when I mentioned transactional emails, I mean those automatic triggered messages that you can send to people without them having to opt in. So this is a really meaningful opportunity where the bulk messages, marketing messages require opt-in, and there are security issues around that, privacy issues. These are not marketing messages. There are no bulk sends. These are things like that order confirmation. So these transactional emails have much higher open and click-through rates than marketing or promotional messages. The open rates of transactional notifications can be 5 times higher than bulk promotional messages. In fact, those bulk messages are open maybe 15 to 25% of the time. I've personally seen it much lower than that, depending on the message and the audience. Open rates on transactional messages are commonly 80 to 90%. And sometimes they even go over 100 depending on how you track it, because they're open more than once to recheck things. So I need to just offer a quick caveat that there are lots of ways to measure these rates. And it's really important to create a benchmark for yourselves that's consistent. So for instance, if you measure unique open rate, you'll never see it go over 100 because it only registers each user's open one time. So be cautious of rates that others tell you. Everyone measures it a little bit differently, and make sure you're looking at your own data consistently over time so you get to these answers. By the way, transactional messages also have about a 9% click-through rate versus 3 or so for bulk.
I have to jump in there, Emily. So this might apply for traditional transactional emails, but what we see in that post-purchase space where you're actually communicating something that is of value, because your customers, they want to know what's going on. Yeah, so there's probably this one group who's very excited about something they've purchased, and then there's this other group who might be afraid that it's not happening as promised because they've had some bad experience in the past. This actually opens a super high awareness channel. Yeah? So the click-through rates, or if we speak about the open rates, you said that we sometimes see this going up to 300, 400%, yeah? Or because they're just repeatedly, or on the click-through rates, like 20, 30% is just easily possible.
Wow.
And if you play that smart, so if you utilize that awareness or the interest in just knowing what's happening, what's going on, and if you connect that with relevant content that is clickable, yeah, because you already know who the customer is, you know what they've bought, so it opens up a very nice channel to be very precise on that messaging and retargeting or whatever you want to do. You can go even further.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like when you win that engagement, when you have that metric that shows the customers really reacting to the content that you're sending and they're taking that next action, it means that you're staying relevant to them. You're telling them something they wanted to see, right? Yeah, that's really meaningful. I love those rates. And so, what's that?
I think you're actually helping them. That makes a big difference to just normal emailing or bulk emailing or newsletter emailing, where like you want something from them, but actually in that case, you are giving them some kind of value. Yeah, that turns the sides, and that makes it super interesting for them to read, to open, to click, or to simply engage.
Yeah, I love that. That's the idea that you're helping them is exactly what I mean when I talk about delivering value, right? You're not asking from them. You're not just trying to get the upsell. You're telling them something they want to hear, and you're helping them get faster to the answers that they're looking for, right? Yeah, it's perfect. So what matters most is what they're clicking on, right? Where it takes them, and then the experience that they have when they get there, right? So those transactional emails, they also drive more revenue than the marketing emails that are literally trying to capture a sale, right? So you send marketing emails all day long, but we've seen 4 times the revenue from transactional emails. These are just such a huge opportunity because they are delivering the messages that the customers want. So shipping confirmations are the highest revenue generators. And I'm always nervous to say this because I don't want to encourage retailers to be too aggressive in trying to get the next sale too quickly, but it really does work, right? I mean, I know that you see it, Tobias, too, that all of these transactional emails generate more revenue in the end. So those shipping confirmations first, then order confirmations, and then the return or exchange messages. Those are really important ones to keep an eye on, too, because this is someone who was maybe unhappy, is expecting something else to come back. It also means there's the opportunity for them to shop again and buy the next thing. So those naturally work as a revenue generator as well.